Welcome back to Brand Champions, brought to you by Teal, the agency. I'm Howard Wolpoff, your host. Here we're talking about brands, everything that goes into branding, and making sure that you are putting your best foot forward as a company. And as always, I have my co-host with me, Janine Hogan. Janine, welcome to our conversation.
Thank you, Howard.
So a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about what should be going into a brand. How would you really address that for people, for our audience?
Yeah, so I think it's really important to be able to clearly identify a couple of things. At the forefront, their unique value, the thing that they do that's different from everybody else, what that unique value proposition is, and being able to communicate that to the correct audience. So the second thing would be really knowing your audience well, so that we can communicate and craft messaging that's geared specifically to that audience.
Yeah, it's clear that you need to be speaking to your audience to get any type of results from anything that you are expressing and sharing out in the world.
Yes.
So to add to this conversation, I want to bring in our guests. We have with us Amit, Egan, Datwani from Global Consulting Organization. And Amit, welcome to our conversation.
Good morning. Great to be back with you again.
Well, it's great to have you, and I'm excited to have you join in what we're discussing here regarding branding. But you come from a corporate real estate background. How does branding play into the work that you do and getting a message out about properties?
It's a really interesting time right now because in the commercial real estate world, we have close to 1 billion square feet that is vacant. And many property owners out there are trying to figure out how to differentiate the vision that they're selling and the story that they're telling. And what our job is to help them craft a visioning, branding, and marketing strategy in order to help them differentiate their property from the competition. So having this opportunity of 1 billion square feet and possibly beyond, because we may be demolishing buildings, adding something we call floor area ratio, which would increase the size of the buildings. We're sitting on potentially $1 trillion opportunity in our space today, which is really exciting.
It is very exciting and gives you a lot of opportunity. Now, when these building owners come to you, do they have a story that they want to tell and have it be told? Or do you have some insight to share with them of how to really create that brand statement for them?
That's definitely our job. They have a sense for what they want to do, but really what happens is they communicate that briefly, and then they give us the number of dollars they want to spend. So it's our job to use our project starting system, which is powered by 31 different services across our visioning, branding, and marketing platform, to then use all that we offer in terms of the intelligence that we can create with regards to how we can make their property very unique from the competition, and then enable them to create that vision to sell and story to tell that will differentiate their property from the rest of the competition.
That's pretty incredible. What a great process. Would you say, are there any key trends that are happening in this space right now that you're really focused on for your clients?
Yes, there's a very big movement right now, which is the live, work, play movement within the commercial and residential worlds. And I take that up a notch. I call it the live, work, stay, and play movement, which is a summation of an integrated approach to the properties that we're working in, meaning live represents residential, work represents potentially office, stay represents hotel or hospitality, and play represents food and beverage or entertainment. So what we're doing is we're integrating many uses under one quote unquote umbrella with regards to how we're designing, visioning, branding, and marketing properties for 2030 and beyond.
It's a very intelligent approach, so I give you kudos for that. What advice would you share with your audience on how to restructure and rebrand in order to meet these new visions and these goals?
They may not like this, but it is what it is. I think dismiss almost everything you know from the past. It really is a blank canvas right now. And I feel we're really going into the golden age of America, where we're going to have whole new ideas, completely different ways of thinking, and how we can reimagine and repurpose real estate. So by forgetting about everything that was done previously, and then most importantly, keeping a wide open mind for future possibilities, I think anything's possible.
Well, having opportunities and possibilities is always a good thing. Gives a lot of chance to be creative, chance to really make some good sales and a mark on different people in business. So, Amit, welcome to really thank you for joining us and really sharing all this with us.
Great to connect with you both. Thanks for having me.
And thank you all for joining us today. It's great when there are possibilities, and finding different ways to brand, whether it's a company or a building or an entity. It's important to get that message out and make sure that the people you're speaking to can understand the message that you are sharing. So keep that in mind. Go out, have a great rest of today, and we will see you next time.